Alrighty. I got something new, and I also have a curious kitty. It's like, what's in there? What is in there? Let's open it and see what's in there. I think I'm gonna need two hands. I'm gonna face plant you again. Let's cut open. Big box for a small package. Actually, the box isn't too big. Okay, so I ordered a wireless microphone for my cell phone. And apparently I ordered a cattail also. So we're going to put this thing through the test. Because when I'm driving and I'm trying to do videos, which I've noticed with a lot of people in the YouTube community, when they drive and they're using their cell phones to record on, that their audio is really, really poor. This is just a really cheaper range microphone. The one I wanted was sold out. But I thought, oh, I'll just give it a try to see if I even like it. I have a wired one that I gave a test to, but really, you know, it's in the van, and it has to be tethered to the phone and to me, and the possibility of me forgetting that I'm wearing it and leaving the van is extremely high. So I thought, okay, let's try a wireless one. So let's open this and see what's there. Here is what's in the package. A little user manual. Okay, two mics, which is, at first I thought, why do I need two mics? When one dies, I can resort to the other while one's charging up. The transmitter, which you can also use this part to charge up your phone while you're driving in it. iPhone, standard headphone jack, and then the C jack. That's pretty cool. And then probably the charging cable in there. Yep. Oh, clips. Okay, that's nice. Let me get all this stuff out and then I'll be back. Man, that was the longest train ever. I swear, I had to stand here and wait and wait and wait. I have a window open over here, and I turned off the fan so it wouldn't make noise. These are supposed to be noise canceling also. And there you go. You can use it on cell phones. You can use it on cameras. It's pretty versatile. And of course, there's the about, packing list, all that stuff. Introduction, all that stuff. So like I said, there's the receiver, iPhone, C port, standard headphone jack, charging, and another like headphone jack. The little mics with the little foam toppers. And if you needed to, you could actually make your own dead cat. I hate that term. You could make your own wind muffs to go over those as well if you needed to. Two charging cables. An extra set of clips and foam covers. And a little black velvet case. Oh, I missed that. Okay, that's pretty cool to have. Huh. So you could stick this in different things. I like that. Okay, so phone doesn't want to focus. So I'm going to charge this stuff up, and then we'll take it outside because it's a pretty windy day. And That'll give us a good idea on how well this works, how well it may or may not work. Okay, I have it plugged into my cell phone charger, and it is 2:20 in the afternoon, so we'll see how long this takes to charge up. I'm going to find another charger to do the other one with. The mic is now charged up. It took about an hour and a half, so that's not bad. Not bad timing. So in a little bit, we will go outside and do a mic test to see how this fares in the wind, because it's windy out there. All right, it's windy. Just put the dogs out. And I'm going to walk around and do some recording. There we go, let's face the wind. Of course, I'm facing the camera to the wind, but not my body. Go figure. Okay, let's do some walking around. See if it catches those. They're not very loud. Check out the apartments that they're building across the road, which nobody here is all too thrilled about. What? What? Okay, now I'm doing a test without any microphone attached to the phone, with the wind blowing against us. And crazy little Ewoks. Yeah, you guys are nuts. Another wind test without the mic. Why is it I tried to do tests and the wind dies down? Let's go in the van and see what the difference is. There's some wind. A little bit. Okay, I'm sitting back in my seat as I normally would. I didn't bring the keys out to start the engine, which I should have done. But this is without the mic. Is with the mic. So we'll see how it sounds on either way. It's pretty cool though. I think I need to make a little wind muff for the mic though. So that is the mic. It has a sponge cover, but I think I'm going to either see if I can find some tiny little wind muffs or if I could just make one. And this right here is the set that I ordered off of Amazon with the little fluffies. So I got 5 fluffies, and then I got 5 sponge tips, which is, I've got a lot of tips now because the system came with 2 extra sponge tips also. So that's awesome. Amazon. I had to order the little fluffy separately, but that's okay. It comes with a sponge tip, the typical sponge tip. But yeah, I wanted to test it to see. Of course, it's going to help. It's going to help a lot because I couldn't even hear myself on my own videos when I'm editing them. It's raining. Not bad, but it's raining some. So I'm going to flip you around and we will leave the park and test this a little bit on the road. And by the way, these little mics are supposed to work. They keep a charge for like 7 hours. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of neat too, because I have 2 of them. So if I need to, if I forget to charge one, I'll have the other one charged up and ready to go. And so I could flip them back and forth. Or if, you know, I'm not into doing interviews, but if I were, then I would have a mic per person, up to 2 people, that is. So that would be pretty cool too. But I'm just kind of testing it out, seeing how I like it, seeing how it works. Hopefully it doesn't sound too sharp or too tinny. It was a budget mic, not an expensive one. But, you know, and I saw a couple reviews on it, and I thought, okay, I'll try this, I'll try that, I'll see if I can make it work. And, of course, on the reviews, it also depends on the atmosphere that they're in. They were, you know, one of them was in a house that had a lot of echoey in it. And the other one sounded pretty good, but he was in an office that had the padded walls and everything that absorb a lot of the sharp sounds. So we'll see. We'll see how this one sounds in a van. It's a crow invasion. The crows are coming in. So is there a lot of wind on the phone now? There should be. Okay, I'm standing right in the direct path of wind. Okay, we'll put the mic back on. Any difference? The mic is back on. Oh, burr, it's cold. Over here, working. Let's do a zoom. Okay, mic on. Mic off. No wonder I'm cold. It's 37 degrees out here and the real feel is 32. And wind is blowing straight at me. It's not a really strong wind, but it is wind. And here's the wind blowing straight at me. Of course it calms down. Here we go. Oh, it is cold. This little Texas gal doesn't like cold. No. Oh, goodness. Okay, that concludes this wind test. Just for funs, we're going to test the little mini mic, the Aiklea, or however you pronounce it, mic, on my Lumix camera. It's a bridge camera. It's the FZ300. And just kind of curious. So I'm going to go up a little bit here. Then I'm going to walk away and see how it is, because you can get so many feet. I don't remember what the feet is. I'll have to look it up and put it on a little caption. But yeah, I'm going to walk out to the field and keep talking. And there's no trains. They're coming along on those apartments over there. Creepy tree. Isn't that a creepy looking tree? That's a creepy looking tree. I swear, we're going to hang little weird things from it. So, yeah, we're just going to keep walking and walking. And you know what? I'll just walk down to the end of this fence and then back. And we'll see how it sounds. I'm going to keep talking and walking. Talking and walking. Okay. And then... okay, I'm going as far as I can go because there's brush right here. Then I'll turn around and we'll come back. And I'm also using the new little tabletop tripod that I bought. It's really kind of convenient. I don't know why I waited so long to get one. I guess because I had other ones, but this one's a little more sturdy than the other ones I've had, or that I do have. So I think it'll work well. Plus it holds my larger camera instead of just a cell phone or a sports camera. So that's kind of nice too. Hi, I'm coming back at you. So, yep, I'm coming. Skies are, it was a nice day. It was a beautiful day today. I'm so glad I live in Southeast Texas and not up north, because I do not like being cold. So, okay, we'll see how this sounds. Feed it in the computer and see how it sounds on the computer. I have noticed that I do have to mute it down or tone it down somewhat, my volume down in my computer. But then again, I use a big speaker. I either use a speaker when I edit or headphones. So, because my computer itself doesn't have a very loud volume to it. But we'll see how this sounds. Okay, we are now going to test this test this mic with my DJI Osmo Action camera. So I'll do the same test. We'll walk out into the field and see what the range is, see what the sound quality is. I just have a Okay, I really wanted to test out the DJI Osmo before I edit this video. So we're going to do a really quick test with it. I'm going to walk kind of fast. I don't know how many feet it is down to that fence. I'm going to try to count how many feet steps I walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. Turn around. Alrighty. Hey! So that was what, 83 steps. And I have a size 8 foot. So, and I didn't take big steps, but I'm going to take big steps coming back because it is starting to rain. Camera is waterproof. I might not be. And I do have a Sonova adapter on that camera that is not waterproof. Not that it's pouring down rain or anything, but still. Okay, so that should conclude this test. And I'll show you in a minute what I had to do with this one because I didn't like the way it connects to the camera. So, the receiver, that is. I didn't like the way the receiver connects. So, okay, see, my lens is getting wet. All right, now we're going to do the test one more time with my cell phone, which is a Samsung Note 9. I love this phone. I don't ever want this phone to die. I do a lot of my videotaping and such on it. So, okay, last test. Do another walking range test. But yeah, I really like this phone. I wouldn't even know what to replace it with when it does die. Phones is just so easy to grab. Grab and go, grab and shoot. It's just so easy. But I don't use it for everything. When I'm traveling, and of course, let me go back a little bit. When I'm driving, I like to use my Osmo camera. And I set that up on my dash, and I set up a mic for it, but it's a wired mic that I set up for it, and I attach that to my visor. That way I get good audio. However, if I'm using my cell phone on the dash, you can't hear me, which is the reason I bought this mic. So, and so far so good. The only thing that kind of is weird about it is when I've done a few test runs and I'm trying to put a video together, but I did a few test runs and it almost sounds like a voiceover rather than real time. And that kind of bothers me a little bit because of the noise cancellation. And maybe it's because I have this little fluffy thing on, so I probably should switch to the other mic. It has 2 mics, and this one has a sponge tip plus the fluffy, and the other one just the sponge tip. So maybe I should switch and see if I get a little bit more of a realistic audio rather than one that sounds like a voiceover. Okie dokie. So, got my exercise today. Yeah, that's not real exercise. So, okay, dokie. So we'll see how this one works, and I'll put it in the computer. We'll see where we go from there. Okay, the cable that the camera was supplied with is this. Let's see if I can show it to you better. See the 3 black bands? There we go. That makes it a TRRS cable, which is for cell phones. The end on this is a TRS. It has 2 black bands. So what I did was I just got one of my other camera cables, because this is TRS to TRS, and it's a headphone jack on the back of this adapter, receiver, transmitter, and so I was able to plug my camera cable into that, and then I did my field test. When I don't like plugging it into this little Sonova jack here, because it put too much weight on it. And that's a brand new Sonova jack, because my other one just plain wore out. And I have one more as a backup because they're getting hard to get, so I bought 2 more. But they're not cheap. They're like 33 bucks each. So, yeah. So I don't want to damage it with this hanging off of it, because this is a little bit of weight on it for a jack like that, for an adapter like that. For some reason I'm having trouble focusing. So yeah, that's what I did for my field test. I most likely will not be using this mic for this camera because of this situation here. I'll go back to using my shotgun mic with it. Alrighty, so that concludes my test of everything. Thank you for watching, and live the life you love. Comment if you like. I'd like to hear your comments and answer any questions that I'm capable of answering. See y'all later. Live the life you love. Goodbye.